don't applaud. I'm convinced it was a vaccine injury. I got the Johnson & Johnson, so let's just wait to see how this kid turns out. I am not with the father of my son. I know that will come as a shock to nobody. White trash till I fucking die. So I am now dating with a newborn baby. And the guy that I'm currently with, we hooked up for the first time when I was still breastfeeding. And I have an apology to make to all the men in the crowd. I'm sorry I made fun of you guys about the cum shot thing. I get it now. It's amazing. He grabbed my boob, and when I tell you the milk hit him bullseye, dude, it was a fucking bullseye. And he just froze. He froze. And I have never felt more powerful. For a moment, I felt equal. Like we could get the same job and I would get paid the same amount. And I now understand why it takes you guys so long to get a towel afterwards, because you're walking backwards slowly, hysterically laughing, taking photos. I get it now. No, I love being a mom. It's so weird. I mean, here's the main thing. People always say, like, what's changed about you now that you have a kid? I think the main thing is, politics is so ridiculous at this point, but politically I feel like I've always been pretty liberal. Maybe even a libtard. But once you have a kid, dude, those conservative thoughts, they start creeping the fuck in. Before I had a kid, I was like, LGBT community, they should be equal. Sure, now that I have a kid, I'm like, do we need drag queens reading books to kids? Do I have to put up with this shit? I don't want to have to answer a million questions from my son after he's hung out with a drag queen. Like, hey mom, how come you don't dress up like a woman? I don't need to deal with that shit. I have conservative thoughts now that I'm a mom. I care about shit I never cared about before. I never cared about the roads. Once you have a baby, potholes are a very big part of your life all of a sudden. When you have a baby in the backseat of your car and you finally get him to sleep and you hit a pothole, you become a Republican so fucking fast. Dude, I had my baby finally fall asleep the other day. I hit a pothole. The shit that came out of my mouth was fucking wild. I was like, boom, boom, God damn it, Joe Biden, you pedophile motherfucker! You lizard clone! Yeah! Maybe you can take 10 minutes off of Epstein Island! Having a kid is just one thing to worry about after another. I try not to read too much of like all this stuff in the news, but I have to read, to find out how to be a good parent. And look, I really try to be up to date.